think I did it right. Future reference, don't do that. All right. Got our questions. We are ready to party. We got this. Good morning. How are you? I totally planned. I did the little swipey thing, kicked me out, but we good. We here. Happy Friday. We here. Let's get some Pinterest knowledge up in our lives today. And grab my checklist. Let's get it popping in here. Let's get it popping. Hi. How are you? Good morning. Let's get this going. You ever have those mornings where your coffee isn't like that great? Like sometimes the coffee just hits, right? And then you have other days where you're like, it's not that great. Like today, it's not that great for some reason. Still Stoke brand, like the brand that I love, but it's just not that great. Okay. So today I want to talk about Pinterest. I am going to light a fire under your ass on Pinterest, which technically I'm lighting a fire under my ass because I've been letting Pinterest slide. And we all know you cannot let Pinterest slide in your business. Why? Because it's free and it works. So we are not going to let Pinterest slide because no, we're not about that life. So today I'm going to light a fire. We gonna do this. And if you are like, no, I don't use Pinterest. I don't need Pinterest for my business. Hold up, sister friend, hold up. Trust me, you're going to want to listen because you know what? It freaking works. It's not that hard. You got this. Let's do it. Let's grow our business using Pinterest. So don't check out on me. Don't leave. If you are like, no, Pinterest ain't for me. I'm going to tell you right now, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let me show you. Let me bring you into my world. So that way you can see the value in Pinterest. All right, let's get it popping. If you guys have questions, put them in the little question shindig. I'm doing this too. I did my little slides, but I have like questions. So if you want to ask a question, go ahead and do some damn questions. Okay. If you don't have a bunch of content, what should I be posting? Okay. When I first started my blog, I maybe had like 5 blog posts, maybe. And I went to Pinterest and I was pinning those 5 blog posts and then I would be like, okay, now what? So what you can do is you can create multiple pins per blog post. So say I have a blog post that is cute packaging ideas, which, hey girl, hey, I ranked, hey, bless. So if you have cute packaging ideas, you can do 5 pins for that one blog post. So say my blog post has cute packaging ideas and then I mention stickers inside like one of the paragraphs and then I do a little paragraph on how to ship stickers. I can go ahead and make a pin saying, how do you ship stickers? Boom. That's another pin. So Pinterest doesn't mind you linking back to the same place as long as you're creating fresh pins, which is new images, new text overlays, mixing the colors around and pinning them to different boards. So don't think you have to have like 800 blog posts. You can do your own. I had my slide for this, so why am I doing this? There we go. Now we're back to the triple OG. So what you can do is you can also start pinning other people's content. What this will do is it'll build traction on your site or on your Pinterest site, not your website. Hold up. Simmer down, Renee. But it'll build traction on your Pinterest. So it'll up your views and it'll up your followers. So if you want to determine a little bit of credibility, I would start pinning a couple other people's content, but don't get in the habit of constantly relying on their content. I did that. So when I started doing Tailwind, I was like 80% other people's content because Vanity Metrics was like, hey girl, you're crushing it. 8 million views on Pinterest. And I kept doing it. But when I really thought about it, I'm like, oh, I'm paying for Tailwind to pin other people's content. How does that make sense? It doesn't. So pin other people's content, but make sure the majority, I would say 80% is yours, 20% somebody else's, but also keep pinning even though you don't have enough content because it's going to get you in the habit of staying consistent with Pinterest. That is how we go here. You have to stay consistent, which leads me into the next question. I get a ton of views on my pins, but nothing else. What am I doing wrong? Normally, like I can't creep yet, so I'm gonna have to creep to get the full deal. But what I have learned with Pinterest, it is a long game strategy. It is not like Instagram where you post a picture and everybody's like, oh my God, it's so cute, I like it. No, Pinterest is long game. It takes time to get traction. I would say about 90 days. I will have a pin that does nothing, like 500 views, 0 pins, 0 clicks. And then 3-4 months down the road, that thing is my most popular pin. That's why analytics play a huge role, and that's why you need to have a business account set up. So if you are pinning and you're not getting anywhere and you're using, the correct strategy of, using keywords in your descriptions, using keywords in your titles, keywords are just search terms. Let's break it down in our SEO call in the Fresh Perspective community. Keywords equal search terms. I feel like keywords sound so intimidating and overwhelming. If you just think of it as search terms, what are people searching when they type in the search bar on Pinterest? That's what goes into your descriptions, titles, and text overlays. So you really might not be doing anything wrong. It just could be the fact that it needs more time to amp up. And everybody's like on the Pinterest train now. So to be honest, it's getting a lot more competitive, and they opened up ads. So a lot of companies are doubling down on Pinterest ads, and it's going to bring our engagement down, but it's free. Can't complain. We don't complain about Instagram. Well, everybody complains about Instagram. Let's just be real. But we're not complaining because it's free. It is not our platform. We don't own this. So whatever engagement we get, whatever opportunities we get, you just got to take it, because you know what? It's free. So just get on it and start going. Do you create multiple pins for the same blog post? Circling back to question number 1. Yes, I create multiple pins for the same blog post. You can too. So with my 5 pins a day strategy, let me get out of here real quick. Out of that, so I will take one day and then I have my 5 pins. It could be anywhere between, all of them the same pin, or 2 and 2. It just depends on what type of content I want to pin that day. So if you have a new blog post or a new podcast episode dropping, aka mine's dropping October 13th, you can put a pin there, and then you can create 5 more with it. So say in a podcast episode, I have, we're covering customer service tips, which we are. Hey girl. I can type 5 pins for that and do different parts of the podcast, like use a clip from the beginning, middle, and super end, whatever you want to say, and do the 5 blog posts for that. Or 5 pins for that. So it doesn't have to necessarily be like all this different content, because ain't nobody got time to like figure out what one you did last. Like pick a topic, do your 5 pins, simplify. You don't need to get so overwhelmed where you're like, holy crap, I have all of this content I need to make right now. Like, don't worry about that. Just start pinning the bare minimum. Like go in, pick a blog post, say today I'm picking 5 pins for this one blog post, put it on your little piece of paper and say, okay, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. Moving on with my day. I don't got to look at it again. Okay. So I don't understand. Okay. Here's a new, let's see. I don't understand pins and all that stuff. Do you have a way to explain that? Okay. So if I'm guessing and I'm hearing you right, pins are the little things. So when you go to a Pinterest home feed, the pins are the little square images that say, it's like almost like an Instagram post. It's like, hey, look at my shit. It's really interesting. You're going to get the answer here. And what you want to do is create your little pin with a text overlay describing what you are doing in your blog post to get your customer to click on it. But one step further, when a pin has a description, that's what we're going to get in real deep. This is going to, I'm trying to keep it base level for you, but it's hard because it's going to go deep. So a description is what makes you rank in the algorithm. So if you do your description and you have keywords in there, that is going to tell Instagram or Pinterest, this is what this content is about. So when I, as a consumer person, go to search something, my pin will come up. So it's not as hard as you think. I have a couple of free guides that go into detail. It's kind of hard to answer that question without going into detail, but pretty much pins are the little template things, images for your blog post. People pin them to their boards so they can save them and read them later, and they can click on the pin to go to your website. So the goal with Pinterest, create a pin, use keywords, get people to click on your shit and build a relationship with you, so that way you can bring them into your home and take care of them and serve them and love them, and then they become customers. That's the story of Pinterest. And it's free. It's free. That's just the way it is. All right, let's see. How do you know what are the best keywords to use? Boom. All right, let's go back to that. Keywords equal search terms. Keywords, search terms. Think about how you use Pinterest. Yes, kitchen design, cute outfit ideas, food, all of the things that we go to Pinterest for, front porch, fall decor. I mean, think about that. So when you are typing in those things in the search bar, those are keywords. So if you have a lifestyle blogger or a mom blogger or a food blogger, they're going to type in those search terms. So if I'm like a lifestyle blogger that talks about home goods, right, and does decor for front porches, I'm going to be like fall front porch home decor. Then you go on and you're like, oh, I want to spice up my fall porch. And you type in fall front porch decor. Boom, your pin comes up and it's like, hey girl, come and read my blog. That's how it works. So keywords are the biggest deciding factor, 100% what you need to do to get ranked. Use keywords equals search terms. And the only way to know which one your customer is searching for is which ones are getting the most clicks, which is your analytics. That's why you have to get a business account so you can track your analytics, because that makes a lot of sense. Okay. When I post a video, it gets a lot of views, but very few pins. How do I change that? Some people don't get the option to click your video. So I would check that, because I've seen a couple of them and I've tried to click on them and I can't. So some of them aren't click easy, so people just scroll on by. And videos on Pinterest start playing as soon as they're in the feed. So as soon as they see your video, they kind of get what they need, if that makes sense. So they're not as entitled to click. So if say you're on Reels and you see it in a story, you're not necessarily going to go to Reels to watch it, if that makes sense. So if you're seeing the video on the feed in Pinterest, you don't really have an enticement to go see it. You already got what you needed. So if you are doing a video, do a little bit of a tidbit and then make it very easy, like for more, click here with like a text overlay or something like that. I haven't really used a ton of video on Pinterest, because the ones that I did had a lot of views but no clicks as well. And this was because I was using the videos from Instagram to Pinterest. And what I've noticed is when you use different videos for different platforms, they don't do as well. Yes, you can repurpose, why not? But if you're going with the intent of getting a ton of clicks on Pinterest, then I would definitely try to create content for Pinterest. So do a teaser kind of video, not necessarily like a story one or something like that, if that makes sense. But don't get too upset either. If that video doesn't work, try another one. Keep testing, because what works today isn't going to work tomorrow. What audience member is going to like this isn't going to like that. So you just got to make sure you're constantly testing the market and seeing what people want, because people be crazy. You know, we don't know what we want. One day we like pink graphics. The next day we don't like pink graphics. The next day we want images. The next day we want videos. Like, people are freaking all over the damn place. Okay. So don't beat yourself up. Okay. What to post. I don't have a blog. I've shared Reels, but they don't do well on Pinterest. Reels, Pinterest. Like I said, keep your videos on your platforms. I think Reels are amazing. I love Reels. They're amazing for video, all of that, on Instagram. Do you want them on Pinterest? If it's easy, yes, go for it. But don't be like, oh, well, nobody's clicking on it. Well, yeah, because it's for Reels, right? People on Pinterest are there for a reason. Think about, this is the biggest hang up with Pinterest I feel like people have. If you are going to Pinterest trying to make it a social platform, it isn't going to work. You have to go on Pinterest with the intent of providing value and answering somebody's question. So if somebody is going to Pinterest, think about how you use Pinterest. If you are going to Pinterest, you want to make sure you're providing value, because people are going to Pinterest to find something, to find the solution, to get inspiration, to get an idea. Where Instagram, we just bored in line at Target, okay? Everybody on Instagram is just bored. We just want to be entertained. That's why Reels are crushing it, because it's entertainment. But when people are on Pinterest, usually they're sitting on the couch, they got their coffee, a glass of wine, and they're like, let me just search some here and get some answers. So think about the type of content you're putting on Instagram versus Pinterest, because it's a different platform. Same with YouTube, same with Facebook, same with every other platform. You have to play by that platform's rules and game. Otherwise, it's not going to work, because guess what? You're going up against people that solely provide value on Pinterest, and then you're repurposing your content, which yes, I'm a fan. Don't think I'm like dissing the whole repurposing shit, because I'm about that life. But don't expect to get the same amount of results when you're repurposing as somebody who's going hard on Pinterest. Same with YouTube. If I'm taking, which lesson learned, I took all of these videos from YouTube and I put them, or on Instagram, and I put them on YouTube, but I'm not playing by YouTube's rules. I'm playing by Instagram's rules. So YouTube ain't ranking my videos as high as, you know, Susie down the street that's going hard on YouTube and having a whole production and her shit's in landscape and it's like keywords and all this stuff. I ain't got no chance. I can't complain. But I'm not using YouTube for that reason. I'm using that as a tool to host videos on my blog. So I take a live, I cut it down, I put it on YouTube, I embed it into my blog, I transcribe it, make some pins for that. I don't go to YouTube and be like, well, I'm not ranking super high. What the fuck? Like, I don't do that because I know that I'm just using that as a tool. Does that make sense? You guys with me on this? Am I like off the deep end? But it just kind of like, you have to play by each one's rules to get the results you want. Am I all for repurposing? Hell yes. Ain't nobody got time to create all this damn shit. No, I'm not about that life either. That's why I do 5 pins a day. It's easy. It makes sense. If you are doing multiple things in your business, 800 hats, 5 pins are going to be better than nothing, right? Is it better to focus on 1 or 2 social platforms or dabble in multiple? I'm a big believer. We just did a podcast episode on this. Is it better to master, you know, 1 platform or do all? I personally think you should master 1. Once you master 1, then attack all the other ones. Because if you're looking at all the damn platforms, you're going to be like, fuck this, I'm out. Like realistically, you're just going to get overwhelmed. I mean, is that just me or are you guys feeling this way too? Because it's a lot. It is so much. Like what I'm learning right now, Natasha, hey girl, hey, is pick a lane. What lane do you do so well at? Like blogging, I suck at. I'm not a good writer. I don't know how to spell. Half the shit I spell is wrong, but I am good at video. Video is my lane. So I use my video, I turn it to YouTube, and then I transcribe it and turn it into a blog. So it's not like I'm doubling down on blogging or anything like that. I'm doubling down on what I'm good at. And then I use the platforms that I can really excel at. You think I'm on Facebook? No. Ain't nobody got time. I suck at Facebook. I hate Facebook. I don't want any part of Facebook. So instead of me trying to force, you know, something that I don't like, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna chill on Instagram because I like it. I'm about this life. And then I do my YouTube shit. Pinterest, I love Pinterest. I absolutely love Pinterest. Those are the things that I like. Am I on LinkedIn? Nope. Am I on Twitter? Nope. Am I on TikTok? Nope. Am I on, what else is there? There's like 100. I'm not on any of those. I'm not even on Facebook. But if your audience is on Facebook, you bet your ass you better be over there. Pick whatever your audience is at. Pick what your lane is and what you are good at and how you can convert people and bring them into your home. And stick with that. I don't think you need to be on all of them. So, you know, it's fine. I'm hot now. Y'all got me hot. This is a good question thing. I'm about this. Okay. Is everybody served? Do we have all of our questions answered? I have a couple in here. Hold on. Feel free to drop them in here. If you guys have any more, I'm willing to freaking provide value. Let's go. If not, I'm going to go into my spiel about the community because it's amazing. And I'm like amped because we are popping up in there. We got all of our community members over there. I'm super excited. So if y'all are served, just go ahead and listen to me spiel real quick. Just let me listen. Let's do this. Do you struggle with content ideas? Yes. Oh my gosh. Everybody does. If they don't, they're liars. Best thing you can do, think about the questions you get asked. Brain dump. Write down all these things on like a blank piece of paper. Brain dump it all and see what comes to mind and then start creating content from that. And do it when you're creative. If you're not in a creative mood, don't do it because your content is going to suck. I've learned that the hard way. If you are not feeling it, don't do it, especially if you're doing videos or stories or reels because people can feel you through the phone. Tell me you guys can't feel my like energy, right? Like if you ain't in a creative mood, don't do it. Is Pinterest good for selling? Yes, in a way. Same with Instagram. Is it good for selling? Yes, in a way. Pinterest is value first. It's like a funnel. You got to create value, bring them into your brand. Then you got to give them a little bit more. Then you got to build the relationship. Then you sell. It's not sell, 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 value, maybe not really. No, it's the big top is value, more value, build a relationship, sell. That's how Pinterest works. And I mean, if I'm being honest, that's how Instagram works too. How do we find out which platform our customer is on? Which one do you get the most engagement on? What's your age group? Who's your customer avatar? If your customer avatar is, 35 plus, chances are they're on Facebook. If they are between 22 to like 30, Reels I would double down on. YouTube, fucking everybody's on YouTube. Pinterest, everybody's on YouTube between, I would say, like 30 to 40 plus on Pinterest. So just figure out who your customer is. My customer is on Instagram. My customer is on Pinterest because my customer is a small business owner and we are constantly searching for answers to our questions. So my customer is looking for value. They are on YouTube, they are on Pinterest, and they are on Instagram, because who's not on Instagram these days? Let's just be honest. My customer maybe, but not so much on Facebook. So really deep dive into who your customer avatar is. Figure out where they're hanging out, where you get the most engagement, and that's where your customer is going to be. And there's no right or wrong. If you're on Facebook, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, nothing wrong with it at all. If they're on Instagram, do that. That's just the way it goes. So don't stress too much about this. Like, queen of Pinterest, I'll take it. Hey girl, hey, I'll take it. Ain't no shame in my game. I was like, okay, I'll take that for sure. All right, so if you guys are finding this content valuable, you are getting your questions answered, and you're like, dude, yes, this girl provides, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in here. If you wanna continue this, if you want to learn, if you wanna be in a community with like-minded people that think like I do, share what we have, then come on in, girl. Come on in. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in here because you know what? It's fucking amazing. We are going hard. All of my content is going over there. We ain't doing Instagram no more. I have my own platform. I have my own app. So if you are feeling like, dude, I have so many damn questions, I don't even know where to start, and I just feel like I have nobody to talk to or nobody to ask, come on in, friend. We will be happy to serve you. What do you get? You get mastermind calls. I bring in experts. Last week, we had a member who does SEO digital marketing. She was our expert that week. She taught us all the shit about SEO I didn't even know. How to find keywords, how to search, how to rank, how to get rank higher in the SEO in Google, all of this stuff. You don't want to know, you don't know what you don't know, right? So I go in and I bring on experts in their industries so that they can teach you the things that you need to know. And if it's not for you right now, we have recordings. All of them are recording, so you can put them in your pocket and watch them later. It's okay. We also have our own platform now. No more Facebook group, no more social media. It's literally an app. You go in the app, you see what's popping. We got topics, we have events, we have everything. So when an event goes in that group, what you do is you just click sync to your calendar. You get notifications for all the events so you don't miss anything. We do them 3 to 4 times a month. We have calls and everything. And then the app, you have it on your phone. You literally open it up. You can chat with other members inside the app. You can have your own profile. What's amazing about this is your profile can have your website link, all of your social media links, your picture, your products. You can say what you do in your bio. And then we also have a social media directory for every single member of the group. So when you go in, you go to members social media directory, boom. Everybody's Instagram is there, and it's all keywords. So you can type in graphic designer, and if you're a graphic designer, your page comes up. It's a great way to network inside of the community because we're already vetted. No more going on Fiverr, and having to do all that stuff. It's all there for you. That is what the magic of a community is that you get access to these people. You get access to if you have a question, put it in the community. 5 people will answer it. That's just the way it goes. And if we don't know the answer, we're gonna find somebody that does, and we're gonna report back. So if you feel like you're like, shit, man, this is freaking hard, because it is, you're not alone. Like, there's over 100 of us that are like, dude, yeah, this shit's fucking hard. Like, but it's so much easier when you have that. So we do that, and then we do brainstorm calls where everybody comes on and we just talk about our problems, our issues, what's going on. If you need feedback, if you need brainstorm ideas, if you need content ideas, if you just have a simple question that you're like, I just need a quick answer. Hey girl, hey, that's fine. That's what those calls are for. Woo! And you get a delivered shirt. I design monthly exclusive tees that are a surprise until they deliver to your door. That is what you get every single month. They're amazing. They're high quality. This is, which one was this one? This is August, right? No, June. This is the June tee I'm wearing right now, and it's still bright as ever. So you get a monthly tee delivered to your door every single month on top of all of that. So if you are feeling like, holy crap, I'm alone, I'm exhausted, I don't have anybody to turn to, and I'm spinning my wheels, and I just need to do this, think about it. Don't get your nails done. Think about it. The same price to get your nails did, you can be investing in your business and yourself for the same exact price. So don't let price stop you. Don't let intimidation stop you. If you need to watch my video of, I don't provide value, I don't have a business, watch my video from last week, because I'm telling you right now, we all have something to share inside this community. I would love to have you. The group is welcoming. We are kind and we are supportive. That is how we run things in there. There is no competition. There is no insecurity. There is no rudeness. There's no cattiness. It's literally, hey, what do you need? We're here to serve you. This is what we got to do. You got to give to get. So if you want to come in, you want to provide, value, and you want to ask questions, here we go. Look at that. Thank you, Joan. Joan is the MVP of life. I'm going to be here when I get big. I just got my new tee and it's bananas. Love it. Yes. I don't play. These shirts are high quality. You're going to live in them. That's all I wear because it's comfy. I ain't giving you no cheap ass shirt. No, it is a good quality, soft tee, and I love it. So if you want to be part of the Fresh Perspective community like Joan here, then you know what? Welcome. If you have questions, when you sign up, you get a 30-minute one-on-one call with me. We can strategize. We can see exactly how I can serve you in your business and how the community can benefit you. So if you are like, I don't know, let's go. Let's hop on a call. Let me know what you need, girl. Let me know what's holding you back. I'm going to go ahead and break you through it. I'm going to be like, what you need, I got you. So don't worry. Come on in. All right. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Have a great Friday. I hope this answered a bunch of your Pinterest questions. I will be putting these slides in the stories after. So if you want to watch it, and then I'll repost this shindig next week. But thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you have a great Friday. And if you have any questions, thank you, Joan. If you have any questions about the Fresh Perspective, hold on. I ain't even gonna stop. Look at that. I'm just starting my biz and I've been in networking groups for almost 2 years. Look at that. See, and Lexi, we are honored to have you. Lexi is the shit. She is doing video editing and she is the shit. I love her. Somebody asked about Reels. She did a full video. She was like, here you go, here you go, here you go. This is how you do it. Boom. Ooh, no, I'm not in the UK. Dang, I don't have an answer to that question that I like. I'm sorry, I'm not in the UK. Sorry. I know. I need to be international. I do need to be international, but I'm not there yet. I'm just not there yet. I'm like right here, but I'll be there. I will be there one day. I promise. And then you can come on in. All right. I'm out of breath. But yeah, thank you guys for the kind words. If you have any questions, let me know. I will talk to you next week.